ਟੋਰਾਂਟੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਫੈਡਰਲ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਆਫ ਸੀਨੀਅਰਜ਼ ਕਮਲ ਖਹਿਰਾ ਅਤੇ ਓਨਟਾਰੀਓ ਦੇ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਫਾਰ ਸੀਨੀਅਰਜ਼ ਰੇਮੰਡ ਚੋ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸੀਨੀਅਰਜ਼ ਫੋਰਮ ਦੀ 25ਵੀਂ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਅਤੇ ਸੂਬੇ ਸਮੇਤ ਪੂਰੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗਾਂ ਦਾ ਜੀਵਨ ਪੱਧਰ ਉੱਚਾ ਚੁੱਕਣ ਦੀਆਂ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚਰਚਾ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ। ਫੈਡਰਲ, ਪ੍ਰੋਵਿੰਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਅਤੇ ਟੈਰੀਟੋਰੀਅਲ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰਜ਼ ਰਿਸਪੌਂਸੀਬਲ ਫਾਰ ਸੀਨੀਅਰਜ਼ ਨਾਮਕ ਇਸ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਹਾਊਸਿੰਗ, ਤਕਨੀਕ, ਸੀਨੀਅਰ ਅਬਿਊਜ਼ ਅਤੇ ਰੋਜ਼ਾਨਾ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਵਧ ਰਹੇ ਖਰਚਿਆਂ ਵਰਗੇ ਮਸਲਿਆਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ। ਇਸ ਮੌਕੇ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਖਹਿਰਾ ਨੇ 올ਡ ਏਜ ਸਿਕਿਉਰਿਟੀ ਅਤੇ GIS ਵਰਗੀਆਂ ਸਕੀਮਾਂ ਦਾ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਕਰਦਿਆਂ ਸੂਬੇ ਦੇ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਰੇਮੰਡ ਚੋ ਨਾਲ ਭਵਿੱਖ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗਾਂ ਦਾ ਜੀਵਨ ਪੱਧਰ ਉੱਚਾ ਚੁੱਕਣ ਸੰਬੰਧੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ਾਂ ਲਈ ਆਪਣੀ ਵਚਨਬੱਧਤਾ ਨੂੰ ਦੁਹਰਾਇਆ।
Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. I'm so happy to report that we have now completed the 25th session of the Ministers Responsible for Seniors Forum. And I have to say that after 2 years of meeting virtually, it has been so wonderful to be here and to meet in person with my colleagues. Today, we had the opportunity to discuss key priorities for Canadian seniors, including affordability, aging at home, healthcare, and issues like seniors abuse and ageism. As we all know, seniors are one of the fastest growing groups in Canada. In fact, we know by 2051, it is expected that nearly 25% of Canada's population will be over the age of 65. And I think I speak for everyone here that when I say that our priority together is to ensure that we have the right combination of policies and programs in place to ensure that older Canadians now and into the future have the supports that they need. At today's forum, I'm pleased to hear updates from ministers on measures they've taken in their respective jurisdictions to support seniors. These include a series of targeted affordability measures aimed at reducing poverty and enabling seniors to maintain the highest quality of life possible. Now, since 2015, our federal government has been working extremely hard to ensure that we are delivering for seniors. We've taken a number of measures to strengthen financial security for older Canadians. In fact, one of the very first things that we did as a government when we got elected was to reverse the age of retirement to 65 after the previous government raised it to 67. Since then, we've also enhanced the guaranteed income supplement, which has benefited 900,000 seniors and has lifted thousands of seniors out of poverty. We've also permanently increased the old age security pension by 10% for seniors aged 75 plus, giving full pensioners an additional $800 in their first year alone. And I want to mention that this is the first increase to the old age security pension in 50 years. We've also enhanced the Canada Pension Plan and QPP for future retirees. As well, we made sure that all our key supports, like the Canada Pension Plan, like the old age security, like the guaranteed income supplement, are all indexed to increase with the cost of living. Now, in the fall economic statement, we've also doubled the GST credit for nearly 11 million Canadians, including seniors. We've also doubled the housing benefit for low-income Canadian renters. Additionally, in Budget 2023, we've introduced a number of targeted measures which will help all Canadians, including seniors, with the rising cost of living. These measures include a one-time grocery rebate, which will help offset the higher cost of groceries for all Canadians, including seniors, the new Canadian Dental Care Plan, which will help up to 9 million uninsured Canadians, including seniors, access dental care, and an expansion of automatic tax filing to ensure that vulnerable seniors are able to access supports like the guaranteed income supplement. As well, at the meeting today, the ministers also presented on the challenges and opportunities when it comes to supporting seniors aged at homes that they've built and communities that support them. And our government is committed to supporting seniors age in place. And in order to do that, we've worked with provinces and territories and has assisted when we put forward $6 billion for home and community care services. More recently, we've also announced our Age Well at Home initiative, which provides seniors with practical supports, day-to-day supports that helps them aging at home easier. We've also expanded the New Horizons for Seniors program, which provides grants to close to 3,000, senior serving organizations from coast to coast to coast, and helps them enhance healthy aging, combats social isolation, and of course prevents elder abuse. And of course, as we all know, we've also recently put forward a historic healthcare funding package of nearly $200 billion to ensure that all Canadians, including seniors, have access to high quality, publicly funded healthcare that they deserve. You know, whether it's affordability, healthcare, or aging at home, our federal government will continue to work in collaboration with provinces and territories to continue to deliver for seniors, because we know at the end of the day, that is what seniors expect and deserve. We're all staying focused on being responsive and delivering for older adults on the issues that matter most to them. And by working together, we're tackling these issues head on by providing tangible, real solutions for seniors and all Canadians, which is what they expect of all of us as leaders. Once again, I want to take this opportunity to thank all ministers that are here today for attending, and especially my good friend and co-chair, Minister Cho, and the Ontario team who hosted this year's forum. I'm really looking forward to building on the progress that we made here today and ensuring that we deliver absolute best for seniors from coast to coast to coast. Thank you. Merci. Miigwech.
Thank you, Minister Kara. Hello, everyone. As Minister Kara said, thank you for joining us at the first in-person FPT meeting for seniors since 2019. I'm so glad Ontario hosted this important forum. It was a pleasure to be here today with my colleagues across the country. As Minister Kara noted today, we discussed many key issues regarding how best to serve Canada's aging population. This includes delivering programs and services to help seniors stay healthy, safe, and connect to community life. We shared updates on the work to support seniors taking place at the provincial, territorial, and federal level. We each had a lot to share, and learned a lot from good work happening across all provinces and territories. I am proud to say that here in Ontario, we are expanding programs and services to reduce social isolation. Social isolation is public #1 for the seniors. We know this is the best way to help the senior move forward from the isolation of the pandemic. And strong social connections are tied to good health and as we get older. We'll continue this important work now and in the future. And I'm especially looking forward to June, when we celebrate Seniors Month, as time to recognize the tremendous contribution that older adults have made here in Ontario and across the country. Older colleagues, we agreed, the most important people are the seniors. And when we are young, we raise our families. When we are young, we are the one who build the best country, Canada, in the world. And we seniors, we deserve respect and dignity. I was so pleased to hear from all the ministers today. They're doing marvelous work for the seniors. Every province, every territory. This was a really great conference because we learned from each other the best practice, how to deliver best program service to our aging population seniors. We learned so much. I think we should have this conference more regularly.
I agree.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Whatever government do for the seniors is always welcome, but our seniors, they are respected, they need more, because tomorrow we'll be seniors, you'll be seniors too. Question is like one-time grocery rebate is not enough. Did our minister consulted the seniors across the provinces, like what they want, what they need? Because before coming to this press conference, I called few seniors. They are into the clubs. I asked, what is your requirement? So they gave few points, but there might be more. So one point is they want pension is not enough, even if inflation rate is so high. So why can't every year seniors pension can be reviewed as per the inflation? A normal Canadian pension is not reviewed. Government officials' pensions are reviewed or linked with the inflation. Why can't seniors be? Because they give so much to this country. Number two, they don't get physiotherapy free. They have to pay for that. Why can't we make physiotherapy free for seniors? In long-term care homes, seniors, they don't get high-cost medicines free. Why can't we give them that? Even the shelters, even if any senior, they are on the roads, night time, they don't get sheltered overnight, they get shelters in the daytime. So why can't we give them? And follow-up will be after this. Thank you.
Those are a lot of questions in one. So I'll try to talk a little bit about financial security. And I can tell you, I've engaged with seniors from coast to coast to coast. And some of the discussion that we had here today was actually on affordability, where we heard from all ministers on some of the work that they're doing. I want to give you a perspective of the federal government. When we got elected back in 2015, one of the very first things that we did as a government was to actually reverse the age of retirement, which the previous Conservative government was going to raise to 67. We reversed that back to 65. We then increased the guaranteed income supplement. This is a supplement that seniors receive. Some of the most vulnerable seniors receive this top up. We've actually enhanced that. Just those two measures alone has actually helped over 900,000 seniors in Canada. They've actually lifted hundreds of thousands of seniors that lived in poverty that don't live in poverty anymore. I was actually sharing some of the numbers with our colleagues here today. From 2015 till this day today, seniors' poverty rates have significantly decreased in Canada from 7.1% to close to 3.2% from 2015 till now, because we put in these measures. You talked about affordability. One of the things I wanted to talk about also is the fact that, as I mentioned, we've increased, after 50 years, old age security pension by 10% for all seniors that are age 75 plus, because we know Canadian seniors are living longer, which is a great thing, but we also know that comes with increased costs, and that's why we needed to make sure that they're supported. The grocery rebate that you talked about and the other measures that we put in place are measures to support seniors with these, these are inflammatory measures right now. As we've seen, despite inflation coming down in the last 8 months, we recognize that there are seniors that are facing challenges. That is why we have put forward, first, we've doubled the GST credit for 6 months for 11 million Canadians. That is why, with the higher cost of food that we've seen, because we've seen even when inflation coming down, the food prices are still high. That's why we put forward the grocery rebate that is actually going to help 11 million Canadians. And one of the things that I want to make sure it's clear is the fact that every single measure that I talked about, whether it is old age security pension, Canada Pension Plan, or GIS, they're all indexed to inflation. They're all indexed with the increase of cost of living. So they actually always come down, always come up. So even when inflation comes down, those numbers, actually, seniors receive more money than they did. So we've actually put in a number of things to make sure seniors are supported, and we're going to continue to make sure that we have their backs.
The care in the long-term care is a long-term care issue. It's my understanding that Minister Paul Calendar working very hard as Minister for Long-Term Care, and we increased the number of hours service for individual resident long-term care. But my ministry, our approach is a little different. We did the survey with the seniors about 3 years ago, and at the time, the seniors, we got the response over 8,000 response. And at the time, seniors and their family, 80%, they want to stay in their home as long as possible in their own community. Now, after the COVID-19, the number will shoot up. So now, over 96%, almost 100% seniors, they want to stay and live in their own home, in their community. So our ministry, we've been working very hard. How? I give you some of the example. So we've been providing senior community grant, 300 organization, non-profit organization they're getting money from our ministry when they qualify. The maximum senior community grant is $25,000. So the local organization run the program so that the seniors, they don't get isolated. And when they are socially connected and happy, healthier, then they don't go to long-term care hospital. That's one thing. Another one, we increase the guaranteed annual income, and by next year, we increased the number of low-income seniors. 100,000 seniors will join that, and not only that, we adapt to the inflation. So when inflation goes up, the gain program go up too. So that's another thing. We have a senior care at home tax credit, and so that the seniors could get some financial help from the tax credit. That's another one. I could go on and on. And earlier in the conference, I didn't mention senior active living centers. We have 300 senior active living centers across Ontario. And then I've been visiting many senior active living centers, and I was absolutely impressed and happy. All the seniors that come to senior active living center, they're so active, so happy, and this senior active living center all across Ontario, they run programs such as yoga, pickleball, or even music or band, and mahjong, literature, education, all kind of things. You could feel these seniors, they run this program, and we run this program with the different municipalities. Another one, to help the senior stay away from social isolation, we provide a senior safety line in over 15 different languages. When they call this line, they get counseling and they get connected. So we do all kind of things. And as I said earlier, senior, they deserve best treatment, and we're working so hard. And that's the work I learned from this conference. From every ministry, they work so hard for the seniors. Yes.
Thank you, Minister. Follow-up is the scams. We know that list of scams is very high here in Canada. Talking about duct cleaning scam to the love scams to the, and most vulnerable are the seniors. We have all the ministers here. What government has done to stop these scams? If government has done anything in this, educating seniors, why these scams are still going on? It means somewhere something is missing. Do we need to upgrade our technology at the federal level? Because seniors are the more vulnerable.
No, that's a very important question. And I think scams of all sorts, and we've seen seniors being targeted of that on many fronts, as you mentioned. Particularly we've seen it during tax season. And I think one of the things that I think we can all do, and particularly I know within ethnic medias and in the work that you guys do, is actually promoting what is right and what's not. I think that awareness campaign is extremely important. That is precisely why, as I mentioned, the New Horizons for Seniors program, which helps close to 3,000 senior serving organizations on the ground get the support that they need so they can learn about some of the tools. And because there are scammers that are much smarter than even you and I, and we need to make sure seniors get that support. There's of course fraud lines that are in place to actually report that as well, and we work extremely closely with of course all levels of government here in our own jurisdictions to make sure that we combat that.
Thank you.
ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਮਿਸਿਸਾਗਾ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ provincial, territorial ਅਤੇ federal seniors forum ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰ ਅਸੀਂ in-person meeting ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ. We've had these meetings before virtually, and truly ਸਾਨੂੰ opportunity ਮਿਲੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ to talk about issues ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਆਪਣੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ਫੇਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ. ਆਪਣੀ opportunities ਕਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋ affordability ਦੀ, cost of living ਦੀ, ਸਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਵਧੀਆ robust discussion ਹੋਇਆ ਕਿ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ jurisdiction ਕਿਵੇਂ ਆਪਣੇ jurisdictions ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗਾਂ ਲਈ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ. ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਨਾਲ aging at home ਆਪਾਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ for as long as possible. ਉਹਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਡਿਸਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਇਆ। ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ health care is an issue that we all care deeply about, ਆਪਣੇ seniors care deeply about. We had a robust discussion on that as well. One of the things that ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, I want to talk about financial security. ਆਪਾਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਮੈਂ ਜਦ ਵੀ seniors ਨੂੰ coast to coast ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, financial security is something that they deeply care about. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੋਵੋਗੇ ਜਿਵੇਂ 2015 ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਜਦ ਸਾਡੀ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਬਣੀ ਸੀਗੀ, ਜਿਹੜੀ one of the very first things ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਜਿਹੜੀ age of retirement ਪਿਛਲੀ ਹਾਰਪਰ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਕੰਜ਼ਰਵੇਟਿਵ ਸਰਕਾਰ 67 ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਰਿਵਰਸ ਕਰਕੇ 65 ਕੀਤਾ। ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗੈਰੰਟੀਡ ਇਨਕਮ ਸਪਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਵਧਾਇਆ। ਇਹ ਦੋ ਮੈਜਰਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਆਪਾਂ 900,000 ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ। hundreds of thousands ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ਗਰੀਬੀ 'ਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਗਰੀਬੀ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ। on top of that ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਹੀ ਸਮਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ old age security pension ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਵਧਾਈ by 10% for those seniors 75 plus, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ Canadian seniors are living longer, so they need that extra support. ਇਹ 50 ਸਾਲਾਂ 'ਚ ਇਹ ਪਹਿਲਾ increase ਹੈਗਾ ਆ that is going to provide that additional support to seniors that need that. ਤੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਆਹ benefits ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਪੈਨਸ਼ਨ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ, ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀ quarterly index ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ and it increases with the cost of living. So ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਇਨਫਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ they were feeling the pinch of inflation and cost of living, all those pensions were increasing every single time quarterly. So as you know, this is something that we're committed to making sure we're delivering. ਇਹ budget ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ we put in many measures to support seniors. ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋ dental care ਦੀ, I know something that many seniors ਆਪਣੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਦ ਇਹ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਣਾ ਹੈਗਾ। I'm happy to share ਕਿ we're introducing our Canada dental care plan that is going to help 9 million Canadians. ਆਪਣੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਹੋਗਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ uninsured Canadians ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ insurance ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ. So any senior that makes less than $90,000, we're going to make sure we start with that this year, end of this year, to make sure they're supported. ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਨਾਲ we've put forward measures ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ grocery rebate ਆਪਣੇ seniors ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ, 11 million Canadians ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ and majority of them are seniors. So ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਹ measures ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਆਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ seniors ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛ ਕੇ seniors ਨੂੰ consult ਕਰਕੇ ਹੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਣੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ। This is something that I know seniors deeply care about. ਸਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ robust discussion ਹੋਇਆ ਅੱਜ ਇੱਥੇ with all the ministers to make sure how we can continue to support seniors, and as a government we're going to continue to do just that.
Today, we had Canada's federal, inter-provincial and territory conference, how to serve our senior the best way. And the whole day today, it was an excellent conference today. We had a minister, deputy minister from all across Ontario, and the only two, one is a PEI and Yukon Territory, and Nunavut, they are not able to attend physically here, so they attended virtually. And we had an excellent meeting. We shared the best practice, how to provide our program and service to our seniors. Seniors are most important people. And when they are young, they're the one who raise their families. They're the one who built the best country, Canada. Now they are seniors. They deserve the respect and dignity. And that is why all the ministry of 10 different province and the territory, and we shared very good information. We learned from each other. And we did that regularly until 2019. But due to COVID-19 pandemic, this inter-provincial national conference interrupted. But since 2019, now we had the first in-person meeting, and that was very successful, and we'll continue to do that.